Afternoon. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Yes, what am I going to talk about today? What are my feelings about today? What went on in Manchester the other day, I think was absolutely outrageous. Um, Let me make this perfectly clear. We are the United Kingdom. And the fact that two people got killed yesterday is murder. That's it. Full stop. I know what it was about, apparently. So we're being told it was someone who was to do with the religion of peace decided to attack a Jewish synagogue. Probably something to do with what's going on in Palestine at the moment, or Gaza, as it's called, with the Jews and the Palestinians, or the Jews and Hamas. At the end of the day, this is the United Kingdom. It's not the Middle East. And going out and protesting about what was going on out of there, I don't agree with it, but fair enough. We're supposed to have freedom of speech and freedom of expression in this country, so people are allowed to protest. But going out and killing someone over something that's going on the other side of the world is absolutely disgusting. It hasn't achieved anything. It's just killed. It's just two people are dead. For what? For a belief. A belief where they think they're right and everybody else is wrong. A belief where they think that what it says in their book is correct, because that was the words given to them by God, and they are allowed to do X, Y, and Z. And now two people are dead, and we've got a community in this country now living in fear of being attacked. This wasn't helped by the fact that our Prime Minister the other day announced that he believes that UK recognise Palestine as a state. All you've done there, Mr. Starmer, I believe, is given fuel to the fire. And the fact that after this atrocity was caused in Manchester, there was so-called demonstrations of the Free Palestine contingent out in places like London having a protest that weren't planned, more like a celebration, because someone had attacked a Jewish synagogue. And these people think that was okay to carry on like that. We aren't in Gaza. We aren't Israel. We are the United Kingdom. What was done yesterday was nothing more than a crime. And it wasn't a crime against the Jewish community. It was a crime against humanity itself. May I remind everybody that the Jewish community suffered in Europe over World War II by the hands of the Nazis, and what they suffered was absolutely appalling. We don't want things like that happening again, and we don't want things like that happening in this country. And it's the same thing. Picking on a group of people because of their religion, because it's something you don't agree with, is just as bad as what the Nazis were doing in World War II. Don't matter where you're from, don't matter what your background is, but you are picking on someone that has a religion or a belief that you don't agree with. That makes you just as bad as all the Nazis in World War II. You would have thought that as humanity has moved on, with going through 2 world wars and various other nasty little incidents, like Vietnam, North Korea and such, that we would be mature enough and grown up enough to understand that people have different beliefs. people have different ideals, and we should be living together and respecting one another. And I will respect someone who shows me respect, but I can't respect someone who decides that it's okay for them, because of their belief, to go out and have a go at someone else's belief and then inflict violence or death upon them. There's been enough of this going on in this world, and it needs to stop, and people need to basically grow up. It's very well that you are standing up for something you believe in, but there's no evidence to say that what you believe in is true and right. And what you believe in is not necessarily right for everybody else. And we need to remember that, because there could be a chance that what you believe in actually isn't the truth at all. And I'm not talking about one particular faith here, I'm talking about all faiths. Because at the end of the day, there's a big question over the faith that you are part of, or the faith that you believe in, is you don't know the full answers, because no one does. Yes, you can say it's written in such and such a book, but that's not really true, because the only way you're going to know that answer is the day that when you depart this planet and go to the next world, if there is a next world or a next life. And that's the point I'm trying to make. While we're here alive on this planet, we should be courteous to each other. We should respect each other. And that's how we should live our lives. Because life is a precious thing, and life is too short. Let me tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, you're a lot longer dead than you are alive. But what happened in Manchester yesterday was disgusting, and I think it's outrageous that someone thinks that they can do what they do in the name of their faith. It needs to stop, people. You might think it was okay, but the majority of the people in this country don't. Anyway, on that note, let's hope for happier times, people, and hope that things like this don't happen again. And we'll move on. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.